Hello and welcome to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Getting into today's top stories, Washington Mayor Jaron Rosene told Washington County Supervisors Tuesday morning that he had concerns about plans to relocate several offices from the county courthouse to a proposed new facility at Orchard Hill. Rosene said the move would constitute a disinvestment in the downtown area. Supervisor Jack Seward Jr. said he worried that line of thinking was too Washington-centric, citing residents from elsewhere in the county who would drive to the office either way. Rosene said he had other concerns beyond municipal interests, saying the proposal traded off with better uses of the American Rescue Plan Act, or ARPA funds. Seward said ARPA money was likely the only way to acquire a new administrative building in the foreseeable future, citing similar plans that failed in the last 4 decades for a lack of funding. Rosene had other complaints unrelated to municipal interests, but which the supervisor did not directly respond to. For one, he cited arguably hazardous intersection on the way to Orchard Hill, where he was involved in a car totaling accident last year. Additionally, the mayor alluded to complaints from county department leaders about the relocation. Some officials have voiced concerns about the proposed facility space, break rooms, and parking at previous work sessions. For now, the county appears poised to keep moving forward. Later in the meeting, supervisors voted unanimously to set a December 7th date to interview 4 architects and hire one to continue developing the facility plan. Henry County road crews continue to whittle away projects while the weather holds. Old Highway 34 remains closed for road work. This week, the contractor is working on backfilling and replacing pavement. Beginning today, Thursday, December 1st, the roads department will close the northbound lane south of 265th Street for concrete patching. Crews will utilize temporary stoplights overnight and reopen the section of road to traffic Friday afternoon. Preston Ready Mix continue crushing operations for the county quarry. As of Wednesday, November 23rd, they have crushed 97,270 tons. The roll is made smaller as Winfield Mount Union music instructor Lindsay Pogmore pulls out her impressive fundraising chops yet again. This past Giving Tuesday, donors across the nation completed 4 of Pogmore's fundraising campaigns on the platform Donors Choose. I just had 4 projects funded today, Pogmore said Tuesday evening. 1 for some music for jazz band, 1 for a case for our cymbals to use while traveling, and for some additional auxiliary percussion instruments, and finally 1 for new bass drum stands. The 4 fully funded projects consisted of over $1,400 in donations from around the country. Pogmore consistently turns to Donors Choose for fundraising campaigns and has successfully raised just shy of $5,000 this calendar year alone for music and classroom materials. According to the Donors Choose website, Bronx Public High School teacher Charles Best created the nonprofit platform in the year 2000 after he and his colleagues found themselves purchasing books, art supplies, and other materials for their students. Best created Donor Choose as a website where teachers could post requests for classroom resources and donors from across the United States could fulfill those needs. We're going to take a brief break, and when we come back, we will have the weather and sports.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our community stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
Hospice isn't a place, it's a type of care that focuses on living. Servicing a 7-county area, the Hospice of Washington County staff of nurses, social work, hospice aides, spiritual and grief support, volunteers, music and massage therapists are able to provide free end-of-life care where the patient lives. We write wills, give consent for organ donation, but rarely is there a plan for what we would want the final phase of our lives. At Hospice of Washington County, we encourage our patients to be in charge of their healthcare decisions while maintaining quality of life.
Hello and welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. We have the weather and sports coming up, but first obituaries. Sergio Gonzalez of Washington passed away on November 28th at the age of 62. Jones and Eden Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Jerry W. Maple of Columbus Junction passed away on November 27th at the age of 78. Funeral services will be at 10 a.m. December 2nd at Snyder and Hollenbaugh Funeral Home. Charles Owen Nash of Newton passed away on November 25th at the age of 85. A funeral service will be held at 11 a.m. December 1st at the Wallace Family Funeral Home. Angie Michelle Lightly of Fairfield passed away on November 19th. Mitzi Lou Popjoy of Washington passed away on November 19th at the age of 62. No services are planned. Those obituaries, it is now time for the weather.
The weather is brought to you by Jacqueline Ariola, LLC.
Come visit Jackie in her new location downtown. She is ready to serve Washington and the surrounding community. It has been windy and chilly today, but at least the sun is out. Tomorrow it will begin to heat up with a high of 43 and partly cloudy skies. On Friday it will remain partly cloudy, but it'll be warm with a high of 57. Looking at the weekend, Saturday temperatures will plummet back down to near freezing with a high of 34, and it'll be mostly sunny. On Sunday, it'll be mostly cloudy with a high of 44. We're going to take another brief break, and when we come back, we'll have sports. Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank. Family owned and operated by Andy and Sarah Ross. Ross Auto has been your vehicle repair and maintenance headquarters since 1935. We specialize in all makes of cars and light-duty trucks. With our variety of available services, let us help you keep rolling and your vehicle operating efficiently. Services include general auto repair, alignments, brakes, fuel injection, and more. Schedule your appointment today at 319-653-5656. That's 319-653-5656. Hello and welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. It is now time for sports.
Sports, brought to you by Fairway.
The Washington basketball team got its money's worth in a road trip to Albion Tuesday night, but the Demons couldn't pull out a win. Albion outlasted Washington 76-71 in a double overtime heartstopper that started off basketball season with a bang. Ethan Patterson picked up right where he left off last season with a huge point total in Game 1. Patterson scored 34 points in the loss and also led the team with 8 rebounds and 4 assists. AJ Six notched a double-double going for 10 points and 10 rebounds. Logan McDoyle scored 9 points, Aiden and Avery Six each had 6. Evan Vandermolen scored 5, and Jude Brown had 1. Washington fell to 0-1 after the loss. They'll be in Fairfield to take on the Trojans, who are 1-0 on the year, in Monday night's Southeast Conference opener. The Washington boys wrestling team went 3-0 in its home quad on Tuesday night. The Demons scooped up 3 wins on the night, beating HLV 60-6, Iowa Valley 63-18, and Highland 57-12, a strong way to begin the 2022-23 season. Washington was able to roll through the very limited HLV lineup, but Iowa Valley's full lineup couldn't stand tall against the Demons either. Washington won every single contested match, including 9 pins. The Demons wrestled Highland at the end of the night, and that meant a marquee showdown between Washington's Aaron Boone and Highland Jr. Luke Guzman. In a rare close match for Boone, he escaped Guzman 1-0, which sparked the Demon win. The Mount Pleasant and Columbus WMU boys and girls wrestling team kicked off the season against one another on Tuesday night in Mount Pleasant. The Panthers girls grabbed their first win of the season 15-6, while the boys fell to Columbus WMU 61-18. It was a monumental moment for the girls wrestling, as it was the first meet for both teams since becoming a sanctioned sport. The girls kicked off on Tuesday night as Mount Pleasant's Alexis Wagner downed Columbus's Quinn Smith by fall. Natalie Parrott added 3 more points to the Panthers' total 9-0 after a hard-fought 5-4 decision victory over Dahlia Valdez. Mount Pleasant's Jaden Hoysh grabbed what would be the Panthers' final points in the night, pinning Dakota Storm to put the Panthers up 15-0. The boys' first win came from Ramsey Davis in a back-and-forth battle with Alex Venzer. Davis would end the 138 bout in 5 minutes and 28 seconds by fall. After a Wildcat forfeit, Gavin Kerr of Mount Pleasant and Sheldon Adams did battle, with Kerr coming on top by fall in 5 minutes and 6 seconds. That's the news for Southeast Iowa. I've been your host, Nick Steffens. This is the Southeast Iowa Union News Break, and I'll see you next time.